Fashion is so diverse across the globe, but there's one place people can't seem to take their eyes off of, and that is Japan. Japanese fashion is known for their bold, creative styles, and not to mention their attention to detail. And unlike other parts of the world where social norms could make fashion feel a bit one-dimensional, Japan has a style for everyone. Doesn't matter if you want to dress like a femboy or if you want to dress like a fucking samurai. Styles ranging from Amekaji all the way to Gyaru, which is exactly what we're going to be doing in this video, is going over some of Japan's unique, diverse styles. And throughout the course of this video, you can take as much fashion inspo as you need from these styles. The first style that I want to talk about is none other than Gyaru. You've probably seen this on your TikTok, your Instagram, your Pinterest, whatever the fuck you look at for fashion inspo. You've probably seen it on there. This style is actually extremely popular in anime and apparently roleplay ASMR.
Really think I wouldn't find out?
If you haven't watched My Dress Up Darling, this character right here is a perfect example of what a Gyaru is. So what exactly is Gyaru? Gyaru is a style made to be kind of rebellious towards Japanese social norms. For example, their tan skin, bleached hair, flashy and outgoing looks. It's kind of just a big fuck you towards Japanese social norms. But first, I want to talk about the men's version of Gyaru, which is Gyaruo. I sincerely apologize if I'm pronunciating any of these words the wrong way. I'm trying my best to pronounce all of these Japanese words the correct way. So let's take a look at some photos that I compiled for you guys, and let's talk a little bit about their outfits. Starting off with these two distinguished gentlemen right here. The very loud hairstyle, tan skin, bright colored clothing. This actually looks like a newer photo. I know it originated in the 90s, but I know it was extremely popular during the 2000s. Not as popular anymore, but this person seems to be wearing a leopard print jacket and a slogan tee. If you look even closer to the person on the right, this motherfucker is wearing leopard print underwear. You know what? That's actually not that bad. I might start wearing some leopard print underwear. I love everything about this style. This is probably top 3 favorite styles of mine. I also think this style is like the closest you're gonna get to a real life anime character, if that makes any sense. Moving on to the next photo, talk about this trio of distinguished gentlemen sitting on a fucking train. Let's talk about the guy all the way to the left because he looks extremely cool and swagged out. His hair has fucking leopard prints, bro. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they dyed their pubic hair leopard print as well. They seem to love this leopard print color pattern, but I'm getting tired of talking about men, so we're gonna move on to the woman's version, which is Gyaru. Now, before any hardcore Gyaru say anything in my comments, I know there's a lot of different kinds of Gyaru. For the sake of this video, I'm not gonna go into every single style of Gyaru for this video because I'm too lazy. I'm gonna refer to all these photos as the one and only Gyaru. There's also a magazine in Japan, specifically in the Harajuku district, known as Egg Magazine. Gyaru was heavily referenced in that magazine. We're gonna be going over a couple of those examples. First thing that I want to talk about is their physical appearance, specifically their faces. The long eyelashes, circle lenses, and just droopy makeup made their eyes look a lot bigger. They all have pretty much the same exact appearance. I would assume this is a school uniform, which would make this outfit even more rebellious. It would feel so unreal to like see someone wearing something like this in real life. I would feel like I'm in a video game or some shit. Just imagine someone from like 90 years ago traveling to now and seeing someone wearing this shit. They wouldn't believe their eyes, man. Final photo of this style that we're going to take a look at is going to be this photo right here. This girl actually seems to have a tattoo. I don't know if this tattoo is real. It's probably not. They all kind of look like they're from Dance Moms. If you're a woman watching this video and you want to know how to dress like this, I'm not really the person to go to. Clearly, I'm not a woman and I'm not a Gyaru. I'll link a video in the description if you're really interested in getting into that. Now that we're done looking at some of the Gyaru, let's talk a little bit about it. Now, what I noticed most about this style, not only is it very fucking expressive, but honestly, I think most of the money will go towards their actual appearance more than their clothing. I think the easy part is honestly the clothing. The hardest part about this is getting ready every single day. I'm a very big fan of this style. I wish this was something I would see more in America. I would honestly give this style a 10 out of 10 just because I love how expressive it is. And honestly, what really sold the cake for me was that leopard print underwear. Ain't that fucking right? Are we fucking slanging or not? I feel like the only way to tone this video down is by talking about a more relaxed kind of style, and that style is Amekaji, inspired by American casual wear, specifically after World War II. And you've probably heard about selvage denim. Ironically enough, a lot of Americans are buying selvage denim from Japan, even though it originated in America. Americans got lazy as fuck, and we stopped putting so much detail in our clothing. So in a country like Japan that specializes in attention to detail, they're running the denim industry, which is why so many fashion people are going to Japan for their selvage denim. Recently, Amekaji has been growing in not just Japan. The Philippines Philippines have also adopted that American style as well. Now this is a group of Filipinos, but their style is still Amekaji, so it still works for this video. I'm not going to talk about each and every one of their styles because I feel like the style is a bit too familiar. We're going to briefly go over this. This is a perfect example of Amekaji. It's such a Japan-based outfit, but you can clearly tell that there's hints of American workwear in there as well. This photo right here is a perfect example of the vintage cowboy style. As you can tell by the Levi jeans, the tucked-in shirt, and the cowboy boots. Now moving on to the next style in this video, we're going to be talking about the one and only Japanese workwear. The pants that you're looking at are none other than Toby pants. These Toby pants have made their way into Japan's streetwear. If everyone looked this good while going to work, I don't think anyone would want to call off. What makes these pants so stylish? Well, in the upward trend of baggy pants, no wonder why people have their eyes on these Toby pants. And for whatever reason, people love distressed clothing. You could literally find a Carhartt jacket for like $300 and it's completely shred to pieces. The dirtier the clothing is, the more expensive it is. I wouldn't be surprised if the next trend is literally filled with shit and piss. Now for the next part of this video, we're going to be talking about the Harajuku district of Japan. Harajuku is pretty much like the fashion capital of Tokyo. Harajuku style isn't really just one style. It has many styles like Lolita, Vkei, Vkei, Decora, and of course, styles that I already mentioned earlier in this video. We're going to be going over a magazine that was entirely shot in that district, which is Fruits magazine. This magazine is from 2005. This specific magazine consists of 261 pages, so I'm not going to go through every single outfit, but we will talk about a select few. As you can tell, these outfits are very expressive. Let's take a look at this woman's outfit right here, which appears to be a little bit more punk. It looks like she's wearing some red and black leopard print leg tights, a denim skirt, leopard print hats, a cut up t-shirt, some orange eyeshadow. You can tell that she thought about every single detail of this outfit. She even has some pins inside of her socks. Everything matches very nicely, even the fucking apple juice. This is a perfect example of that 2000s punk style, from his spiky hair, his spiky vest, and that smug expression on his face. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this is probably my favorite outfit in this video. The only reason I'm saying this is because this is something I would actually wear IRL. He's not even wearing that many pieces of clothing compared to some of the other people in this video, which is also another reason why I like this outfit, because I feel like it's very simple. The only loud thing about this outfit is the clothing pattern itself. I feel like we haven't really talked much about the Lolita fashion, so let's talk a little bit about this outfit right here. This is more of a dark Lolita kind of outfit. There's really not much to say about this. The outfit speaks for itself. I also love the way that they pose. This is one of my favorite kind of styles that women have, just because I love how much depth it holds and how many different ways you can style this. And when researching for this video, I also found a very interesting discovery. Japanese dress-up game. For whatever reason, I had a hard time trying to find an authentic Japanese dress-up game, but I found a Japanese-inspired dress-up game called Dress Up Spark. I briefly played that game. I ended up with this outfit. I wanted to include this in the video because I feel like this will be a very good way to find fashion inspo. If you do want to see more content like this, like and subscribe. I have a lot more videos on the way. We're only getting started. We just hit 10,000 subscribers. 10,000 subscribers was my goal for 2025, and we easily got that shit with like 5 months left. So I want to thank each and every one of you for supporting me through this journey, but I have a new goal: 50,000 subscribers by the end of 2026. Join the Discord, like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.